Right. So, we've done a lot of dumping. I wanted to call attention to the fact that most of the fort's children are playing under the Crusher. That's a decision that's been made. I did find out that we had a bunch of forgotten beast bone in the dump pile, so that has been unforbidden and is now being used to make many, many high-quality goods. Also, I had an idea. Since 14 goblins proved to be minimal challenge for all 70 of our militia dwarves, I have instead decided that we are going to cram every single captive goblin and beak dog we have into the cage, and we'll release them all at once. We'll hang on to the trolls for later, because I think those will be a more entertaining fight. So right now we're just piling goblins and dogs into that cage, and when everything is ready, we will release them. Too bad I can't order linkages from the cages. That would actually be... Oh, I didn't notice there's a mass butcher command in there. That's super convenient, actually. The golden road is finished. Why is this stuff not being moved or anything done with? We have places for this stuff to go. You know what? Get rid of it. Get rid of it all. I don't want it no more. It's just in the way. I mean, it really isn't. They're just stepping over it. It's not even an issue. But, I want it gone. Because look at this. I designated whole piles of, great swaths of stockpiles for clothing and armor. And this stuff still here. Yeah, there you go. Get rid of it. Get it out of here. I don't want it no more. Not even going to bother giving it to the traders. Not that we can do anything with the Crusher until those children move. Which they can do just any time now. There we go. We're getting everybody moved over. We'll do one final mass dump on that cage just to make sure we've gotten everyone nice and disarmed. And then once everybody's in there, we'll pile all 70 militia dwarves into the room. And whatever happens, happens. It's winter now. Oh, and Toasted the Trader is stumbling around obliviously. What's your problem, Toasted the Trader? No that's... What? There we go. He has become haggard and drawn due to the tremendous stresses placed on him and is oblivious to reality. Being unable to pray to Ak for too long. Buddy, there's a general use temple. He seems to be upset by goblin bodies. I don't know, worshipper of Ak, 74 years old. Clean-shaven sideburns. A man with clean-shaven sideburns has no business stumbling around obliviously, but let's go ahead and take him out of that squad. Toasted the Trader. Toasted the Trader? I thought Toasted the Trader was in one of our squads. He's in here for a, Nope, that's wrong. Yeah, going to individual combat drill. Where are you, Toasted? There you are. Are you sure you're going to an individual combat drill? I'm not convinced. This isn't even your bedroom, Toasted. Interesting. Oh, there you are. Okay, this is a spear squad. So let's see, do we have another spear dwarf handy? Half the fort is in the military right now. You know what? It's, oh, do we have a, conscript? We do have some spear dwarves here. Was I reading that wrong? Sword dwarves. We don't have any spear dwarves. Okay, just grab any random dwarf then. How about Toasted the Trader? No. I don't know if we can fix that or not. How about Urvad the Trader? We only need one trader. And that's Limmel. Level the manager. Oh. Logum? Does not have a tomb. Logum does too have a tomb. This is Logum's tomb. There you go. Why was that not Logum's tomb? Interesting. Maybe I accidentally undesignated that at some point. It's possible. We have not caught any purring maggots yet. I am disappointed. But as you can see, we've just about finished moving all the goblins and beak dogs into their cage. Spring will be coming fairly soon. It's November 11th, up there on the top right. I don't remember the names of the months. I remember month 12 is Obsidian. That's it. I know Granite's in the mix somewhere. So in the spring, the elves will show up and we can offload some stuff on them. Hopefully they bring us some exotic beasts. But I'm not hopeful. Where are they taking those extra cages? Do we have cage traps that need to be loaded? Let's see what job cancellations come up. Also, just while we're doing this, big thanks to my audience, those of you who are regularly watching these videos. It means a lot to me to know that there are some folks who are enjoying this. Oh, okay, we're out of bones. We're out of bones. There we go. Now, on that note, let's see our gem piles. We're almost out of gems as well, which is good. Okay, apparently we've got some of this. Whatever, just the one room will be fine. Or the one shop. Almost there. And then the slaughter. Is there a reason we're not currently moving these goblins? Okay, somebody is on that. So that's fine. And you know what? While we're waiting for that to finish, how about we dispatch the militia to finish off Worked Menaces? Worked Menaces, past tense, which now has approximately 10. Slight government, the big monsters. I missed that before. That's funny. The big monsters. Well, they're about to be the big dead. We're gonna dispatch just the Axe Dwarves and the Marks Dwarves. No need to send everybody. But we will send Baron Logum. I would assign a champion, but I'm not sure it actually does us any good. And I would assign a captain of the guard, but I don't... There's no reason not to, I guess. Like, I suppose I could just do that. I could ascend one of our spear squads to be in the fortress guard. Suppose we can just do that. That's the squashed chambers. So Rovad, the militia captain, then. Is that the right guy? Rovad Dusimis. Damn. I can't because Rovad's currently leading the squash chambers. You know what? It's fine. We'll sit on it for now. Let's get some more dwarves first. Maybe that's why we don't have any criminals. Okay, we're still waiting on some folks. Which is to be expected. Hopefully by the time they get back, this will all be set up. Let's clear some of these cages just to cut down on visual confusion. This is apparently requiring a lot of concentration. There's a lot of information on the screen at any given moment, and it doesn't help that a lot of it is flashing. Okay, I think I got everything there. Yes, good. Escort that goblin. There's a good dwarf. We have a lot of legendary dwarves in the fort, I think. Let's just take a scroll through the list. Yeah, look at all the flashing. Oh, none of the children are legendary? That seems wrong. Can I assign that goblin as an entertainer at one of our taverns? Stasis? No. So what good are you then, exactly? Oh, okay, of course they all come rolling out to deconstruct those cages, because we love cages here in Verse Tomb. Yeah, that's a group effort. That's really the important thing. Well, there's not a lot else going on. Big stretch. This is kind of a laid-back session. You know, aside from the mass executions. But that's a normal thing for us at this point, both in this series specifically and in my Dwarf Fortress videos overall. I think we're going to do the Giant Tavern next. I have a general idea of how I want to do that. Come on, cage the rest of those goblins. Let's go, let's go. What other ridiculous things can we put out here? You know what? I think we need more Gold Road. This will also just be a convenient way for us to store our gold. Can you imagine trying to do this in a real city? It wouldn't make it through the night. Like, I live in a suburb of Portland, okay? They'd be stealing the gold off the truck while they were trying to put it in the street. Any equipment mismatch? Then get something that matches! Don't make this my problem. I'm a good boss. We're waiting on Logum, really? Again, getting provisions. Okay, so that should be the last step. Hey, look, a goblin! What are you doing down there? Okay, now are you going to go top or bottom? Because you went out the top last time. If anybody giggles, I'm putting you in the goblin room. You're going out the top. Yep, okay. But not down the Golden Road. Just go down the Golden Road. Well, except the target's in that direction. So no, I guess that's fine. You go wherever you need to go. I love how there are constant bee stings in this fort. That really pleases me. Gonna have to scooch all those animals out of the way to lay the road. Oh, what is happening? This is such an amazing game. Like, any fort that goes on for any meaningful length of time just becomes completely ridiculous and incomprehensible. We're building a road out of solid gold bars while we cage up all these goblins for entertainment, really. It's gladiatorial combat. Let's see, do we have any more cages need to be torn down? Nope. They're just sitting there because there's nowhere else for them to go. That's fine. But it is visually confusing a little bit, so tell you what, let's turn this into an animal stockpile. Enable. There we go. I just have to read what's on the screen in front of me. Yes, build the road. Kill the goblins. Good, good. We're waiting for Udib. Udib the Marks Dwarf. Who's on his way out. Fantastic! And moving at a reasonable clip. That's what I like to see. Then once y'all get back, we'll do this thing down in the kill room. And we are clear. I am curious how many of their settlements we need to burn to the ground before they stop laying siege to us. I think the Allied Mountain could reasonably become the dominant power on Onramudang at this rate. It's just gonna take a lot of massacres. Oh, okay. Mission report. We went there. We outmaneuvered them. Hold it. The goblin Ishash Tikchud's left eyelid was slashed out by Toulon Rakegirder, who then ripped off that goblin's leg. Okay, so there was a lot of mutilation, a lot of slashing out of things. We did kill them and burn their town. And we made off with some yarn, a couple of cages, and a shield. Fantastic. Good job, team. You did it. Oh, I hope that didn't sound terrible on the recording. Okay, fine. Just don't report it. Just stop doing it. I don't need to know every time we run out of brown zircon. I don't understand how any of our dwarves are unhappy right now. Look at this. We've got 2 taverns and a library right across from the barracks. Look at all the cage traps. Look at all this. How can you look at this and be unhappy? A prison full of bees, a room full of moaning goblins and trolls in cages, a kill room with spike traps. How are you not loving this? Okay, now, is everybody actually assigned? Yes, okay, we're still just waiting for them to finish caging those goblins. We're gonna follow you. Where are you? Which one are you? Okay, we ended up with some goblins down in the stockpile. Apparently we did have some more cages that needed to be built. And I see what appears to be... What are you? A hungry head, I guess. Listen now. We do have a hungry head that's not where it's supposed to be. Well, you cage that hungry head immediately. How much wax do we have? Not a lot, but let's go ahead and make some wax crafts. We might need more bees. And what better place to put them than down here in the farm? Now we'll put them in the blood caverns. We'll make blood bees. How many blood bees should we have? Let's start with 4 rows of 6. Let's start with 6 rows of 6. Now I can see that we're carrying the gold bars out to the road, so that's good. Apparently we're out of shale. I don't know where we got cut shale from. Or for that matter, cut marble or native gold or sandstone. They might have come out of gizzards. Sometimes you get interesting cut rocks and gems from animal gizzards. I wonder if that's true in real life. Could I find interesting rocks inside a chicken? I'm not going to find out. I'm not going to give that a try. That does not sound like my idea of a good time. Anyway. I see one more there. And I see several more in here. Wow, what are y'all doing in there? Huh. Well, it's whatever, as long as they get it done. Alright, hang on. I'm going to pause the recording and come back when this is all set up. Hang tight. Alright, so we got the militia grouping up inside the room. That's all ready to go. While we're doing that, let me show you a couple of things. First of all, our mayor decided... Mayor. I can never remember. She wanted a platinum weapon rack in her room. So she's got that now. Also... we've got some hives built, and I couldn't decide how to arrange them, so I've gone with placing our beehives just kind of everywhere down here in the cavern. So that'll be 36 randomly placed beehives. Golden Road's coming along. Haven't seen the elves yet, just waiting for a few more. We haven't linked this, have we? Nope. Do that now, please. Okay, so that'll take just a moment. I was not actually ready for this yet. Good, we're installing the colonies. That's what we like to see. Everybody's just standing by. We're just gonna wait. It's fine. We want this to do this. Road's gonna get a little chunky here. But by the time this is done, it'll look very nice, I'm sure. Well, no, it'll look like we've got a gold road leading through our courtyard full of animals, past the garbage dump, into, you know, this. This is actually one of the tidier forts I've ever had. Are we linked? Are we good? No, but somebody's doing it. Who's doing it? Who's doing it? Linking. Endok the mechanic, who is there in the room. Endok's a legendary something or other. We have to go get a mechanism. I really, really hope this improves our frame rate when it's all done. Go get the mechanism. Good. Now go install it. There's a good dwarf. I need to finish putting cage traps all over these staircases. It's okay, that beak dog's fine. We do have some tame ones floating around. Is that statue covered in blood? Is that what I'm seeing? Yep, beak dog blood. And we're good. Now, Endok, what kind of legendary are you? You're a legendary mechanic. That's what we like to see. Okay. These cats want to come into the slaughter room. They want to go both in and out of the slaughter room. We'll make that pet passable so they can get out of there. Also, that will help improve the frame rate slightly. Who's pulling the lever? Adil the miner, who is down here in the basement. Gonna walk all the way up there. Okay. That's the mayor, or the baron. That's Logum, not in position. You know what? It'll be fine. Levers pulled. Frame rate tanking. Goblins out. Oh no, what's happening? You're seeing this in real time, my friends. There were, I don't know, a few dozen creatures in that cage. And now there are 70 dwarves piling into the fray. You can see how quickly things are moving by watching a dill down there on the bottom of the screen. And we'll know that the fight is over. Oh look, there's a terrified kitten in the room. We'll know the fight's over when the frame rate improves. Experiencing mortal fear! Run, kitten, run! Let's just keep an eye on how many of them are here. So we have that many currently just loose here in this room. Oh, there was a very slow shot from a crossbow dwarf. We got a, oh, we lost somebody. Uvash is in a martial trance. I thought we might lose somebody. Where's Logum? Still picking up equipment. You're gonna miss the whole thing, buddy. Ooh, we're not there yet. What have I done? We've lost 2. Well, you know what we say, fill the gaps. Yeah, we'll talk about the, we'll talk about Rovod's promotion here in a moment. Tosid is still no good to us. How about a surgeon? And Rovod the trader. That's all we've lost so far. This was a good idea. I stand by this decision. Oh, okay. Did we get him? Yeah, we got him. All right. Nope. Stop that. And, okay, well, the frame rate has improved slightly just because I told them they could go. Logum didn't even make it into the room. That's honestly pretty unsatisfying. So Tosid's currently locked up in the prison because our friend threw a tantrum. Oh, we also have some disorderly conduct by Tosid. Okay, go ahead and convict. And you know what? Let's interrogate Tosid about that too. Yeah, once he started throwing a tantrum, I knew that we needed a captain of the guard so that we could pursue this, so that we could lock him down. So Rovod has been promoted to captain of the guard. Rovod's number 2, Aiden, has been promoted to captain. And we are working on Rovod's quarters. Oh, actually, looks like we have everything we need, so we'll just go ahead and throw some doors on there. Oh, and we need a statue in here. That's not a statue. Am I doing this correctly? No. Got to make sure all the rooms are identical. Rovod, who do you worship? She feels so good! Euphoric due to inebriation. Nothing after seeing many, many, many dead bodies. So many corpses. She was interested after watching a performance. She felt wonder remembering communing with Noctgol. So do you worship Noctgol? We'll get there. She is a worshipper of Noctgol. Oh, she has a child. Doran Theater Room. Married to Aiden Gladness Castle. Aiden Gladness Castle. There you are. A militia captain. Doran Theater Room. There you are. Hey, your whole family's here. That makes me happy. Anyway. Rock statue. Specify image related to historical figure. Noctgol. That one right there. Boop. Deity of the Allied Mountain. Fantastic. Okay then. Oh, right. We need the rest of your dining set. Silly me. Okay. Assign to the captain of the guard. Assign to the captain of the guard. Assign to the captain of the guard. Now we're happy. Decent. Decent? Look at these rooms. Look at these rooms. Look how they compare to the other rooms. Decent. Honestly. You'll feel differently once we engrave all your walls, I'm sure. Speaking of which, what stone detailers do I have enabled right now? Please. Just the legendary ones, which is what I wanted to see. So, equipment mismatch. Ah, good, more bee stings. So what we're going to do is order all of these engraved. And then we'll do the same thing over here. Pro tip, this is a really easy way to increase the value of rooms. Although ordering a lot of engravings at once can kill your frame rate. You know, like everything else in this game. Okay. Now our legendary engravers will get on that eventually. No, it's Obsidian 13. How does that compare to when this is going out? Where's my upload schedule? Where are my notes? Let's see, this I'm working on right now should be going up on the 20th of December. So last week was the 13th of Obsidian. Engraved masterpiece. Grown attached to a steel spear. That's what we like to see. This is your spear. There are many like it, but this one is yours. Good. We're engraving masterpieces. That's what we like to see. How about them beehives? Oh yeah, we got beehives. We got beehives everywhere. Let's designate all of these. I don't know which... No outdoor access. Doesn't actually matter because we got spare bees. Although if these don't get filled, I don't know, we'll do like this many. We'll do these two. Then I will just break them down and move them. Oh no, they're definitely getting filled. They are bringing bees down here into the cavern. Why are any of the dwarves unhappy? This is a great fort. What are they complaining about? Come on. Ugh. Honestly, I'm amazed the dwarves are as happy as they are. Look at that. We have 7 dwarves who are absolutely euphoric with their experience here. Oh, and here they come to clear out all those remains. Right, that, of course, requires immediate attention. I tell you all to build a golden road, nobody's interested. But I tell you to get the hamster remains into the crusher. Oh, we gotta do that now. I think we might want to drop the crusher pretty soon. Our frame rate has not improved as much as I was hoping it would. So I think it's time we drop the crusher. I don't even care what's in there. Oh. You know, I'll make sure we don't have any artifacts in there before I drop it. Heard movement behind me. Thought someone was, Nope, there's somebody in the attic. There's somebody standing above me. That... Okay. There's somebody in the attic directly over my head. That's interesting. I wonder if that's going to come through on the recording. Bees, bees, bees. Right, I think we've done enough for now. And you know what? We'll set up one more thing before we finish it. That's done. We're gonna do a raid, just a raid on Malign Seduced over here, and we're going to assign the Roads of Growth and not the Creative Fountains because that is just our Captain of the Guard. And we'll assign the Wild Chambers, one of our conscript squads, to make sure they get some combat experience. Alright, let's call it there for the day. Okay, job done. We made some progress. We cleared out a whole lot of captives. We just got these trolls left now. We'll use those for a spectacle once we get some more critters to put in the cage. But for now, we're going to call it. Hey folks, thanks for watching. As always, thanks to those of you who are subscribed to the channel, thanks to those of you who are not yet subscribed to the channel, and thanks, of course, to those of you who are watching this without ever intending to subscribe to the channel, because you count too! Every view counts! We'll be back here next week with some Dwarf Fortress, and in the meantime, if you haven't checked out my horror content yet, that is the reason the channel exists, although my Dwarf Fortress viewers, boy, you really bring it every upload. So if you don't feel like checking that out, you know what? You're doing your part. You don't need to feel remotely obligated. But as I said, we will be back here next week. And until then, Birdman out.